Cool, how y'all doing? As you know, I'm just gonna make it like it's a fresh start. We obviously gotta install DirectX, redistribution stuff. Um, Ultimate Trainer 6 5.3, really easy to install. I think Ultimate Trainer 6 of them, I believe they're at 6.3 as of September 1st. Overall, it's again really simple install. I'm gonna do my best to just do single run and just get it going. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go. It's completely unedited raw, so this is going to be as long as it needs to be. Again, usually redoing it all usually does like the videos. He probably will do one. But I guess for the time being, I'm just gonna make mine do on YouTube once his is uploaded. Um, I may or may not list it again. Um, then that I don't know, but for the most part, I just need to update my settings anyways because I don't want it to open in full screen mode when we're doing this because I need to go to the actual like folder here. So definitely don't want to deal with that. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna do that. Steam usually does that. It happens. Because they do have a VR option. For some reason, my Steam doesn't like me and it's crashing. So we're gonna check what's going on. One moment. All right, I'm back. A little bit of adjustments. Okay. So we are okay. Hold on. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do, let me close this to make sure everything was working. Okay. So that's that there. First thing we'll need is Super BLT, as they call it. Simple as that. It's pretty much like all the instructions are already there. Like via its GitHub. There is a GitHub I will actually search by Pierre himself. I'll probably just send you guys that in the description so it'll be a little easier. Here, josselin. So he's like the original dude. There's a branch that he has that he uses, but uh, pretty much it's really simple. Um, let's get this installed. There isn't really, I guess, a type of thing, but let's see. Great. Kind of doing it really quickly, so everything kind of goes through. But you know, so you get everything good, you'll be fine. Um, that's already set up. Next thing, we'll need prerequisites, Super BLT, as he says. Even what that says, super simple. What we're going to do is, as I said, do that. We need the latest release DLC. Really simple, surprisingly. We're going to place that. 7-zip's already on my version. But we're actually just going to place it right here and the install path. So it'll show up normal. So what makes this part unique is all we're just going to do is open it. We don't got to do much because we have to make sure it reads it first. I probably could have just right clicked, but we'll do that. I'm just going to hit play. It should open up at least its own setup files. That'll pretty much do is ready Super BLT, pretty much the mod infrastructure. This actually. So it said it's missing mod stash space. So we're gonna say yes. It's gonna download BLT. It's done. Then from there it should crash. Then we're gonna hit play again. I call it crash because it looks like it crashed, but it didn't really. When that is done, we always want to make sure at least everything is always ran properly. At least Super BLT is there. Okay, there we are. Yep, skip. We're gonna head into options. If it lets me. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this. Super BLT mods right here, which is nice. That's good. That means it did its job. We're gonna go ahead and exit first. The next thing we'll need next is because their version actually requires BeardLib. We're gonna get that installed. So BeardLib is by Simon. So I'm doing I'm doing everything. Actually, there's a mod workshop on that if you guys really want to do that. Though I don't really recommend that. Usually, um, there is a, there we are, Simon's. His is on 4.88. It's the latest one. Real quick, because I've already searched for it before. What we're going to do instead, I'm going to do a quick extraction. Extract it here. So that's already here. We're actually just going to copy this and place it in the mods. So let me head over there quicker. I'm going to place it in mods because now that's considered a mod for Super. That's what its dependency is. Right after that's done, that's good. What's going to happen next is when we open it, it should crash usually at least once. I've noticed when it does do that, it usually like happens once and then just closes. Um, Sometimes that happens with the Ultimate Trainer 5. It happened to me, it took me like 2-3 times for it to boot up. Once that happens, it's usually good. Um, for me, especially when I'm switching back and forth because I'm on a network, I'll show you that example later on. That one's really interesting because for whatever reason it takes a while for it to like be read and then so BeardLib mods manager is there, it's set up. BLT is there, mod options, BLT settings, um, just that. But yeah, so that's all you had to do. It's really you just get the WSOC. Excuse this, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, this is in my way. Please ignore that. WSOC right here and mods folder because that was already made and BeardLib. That's it up. What's next? What's done will be is because I don't know if I have Discord here, but that's okay. We have 5.3, so we're gonna get that. Let me transfer that over for you guys. Give me a couple seconds. Okay, I'm back. So I just finished transferring it over. So this is what we're going to use. This is like assuming from the server, that's where you got it from. So it'll do all of that. There is an unlocker. There's one that I found, but I don't really recommend it. There's a one by, actually, if you really want to get it, there's a fork someone did. Let me check. Kernosor. Excellent. He did a major change because of that issue after update 237. So he made a patch. These are the changes that he made. So it used to be When DLC. It's actually called When Steam DLC Manager. Underscore data. He did a really good job on that. This is the code I've been passing along on the actual like Discord for quite some time now. It works pretty well. There are some bugs again because it's not 100% like there, but he did a really good job. He fixed it. He figured out what was going on. It's because they changed the name. That's it. So that's what he did. So that in mind, that's been extracted, everything like that. So it's called Ultimate Trainer 5. We just copy that. Let's get that over here. Let me go, again, I have to reopen it. What if I just moved it? Um, here we are. We're just gonna place it here in mods. I copied the wrong one, so let's move this over here. You gotta make sure it's the root. Ultimate Trainer 5.3 will always show like this. Honestly, it could be any name because the mod text file will be the name. So that's usually how it is. As you know, Pierre, awesome guy. There is, again, if you guys do want to change it for DLC, that is the path name. Again, I do have that in actually as of 9:30. There's a file that I just uploaded. We may include that in. It depends on how everyone else feels. So that's where that is. Um, so that's pretty much that. So the most important part is the fact that this will likely might even crash once. I have it on a fresh install, so we'll see what it produces. I know for me, with me dozens of times, I've noticed it crashes once to load it um, from there, and then it just opens up. I don't know, it might just be me and I just do it. But so Cubide's open set first launch. It's gonna ask you to restart the game, so we're going to restart it. If it lets me restart it. Okay. First launch. Cool. We're gonna go again. Um, so it should do it once. That should be one of its first launches that it happens. It should. So we're good. That's 5.3. So we're there. Ultimate Trainer's up, as we see. Ultimate Trainer's there. It's there. Everything works. Everything does what it's gotta do. Money, infamy, trophies, continental coins. All of it's there. So let's do like add 10. If it lets me. Alright, added 10 coins. Cool, so how that works. So that's Ultimate Trainer 5. It's simple as that. It only requires like 3 things. Real simple. Ultimate Trainer 6 does get a little complicated. So what we're going to do, I'm gonna move this out. I'm gonna make a new folder, call it like backup for the time being, just for removing it. So we're gonna do Ultimate Trainer 6. As you know, even Pierre has mentioned it. Ultimate Trainer 6. It's amazing. I do like it. Besides the fact DLC unlocker doesn't necessarily work for his. He doesn't want to update it. He made it a little bit easier. Uh, he said it might work with Epic. It looks like so far that we've seen with everyone else, Epic does work. Again, you just have BLT node. Very simple. Some of you guys are already familiar with code development, making applications. It's one of those usual things. You could do LTS or current, whichever one you want. If you want to do LTS, that's fine. Uh, Even main coders use it anyways. There's no difference. Sometimes you're better off safer going with the LTS. If you do update maybe to the newest one, it might not function as intended. There are cases where it doesn't work because it's too new, because the actual dependencies we use don't run it. As you know, it's simple. We just go through everything like that. If you're coding, you could install this. You don't need this. No one really needs this, to be honest. In my case, I usually do, but it's just this. Um, so that's that. So you just install. You say yes. Um, since we already have BLT and everything like that installed, um, all you really need is this. From there, you're good. So what we're going to do, I don't know if he has 5.3 here. I believe he merged it. He has his dev thing, so I think he merged. Yeah. So I believe he is in 6.2. Yep. So this is in 6.2. He is in development phase for 6.3 as of 3 weeks ago. They're doing a couple updates. A lot of people open them out. As you know, issues, key configuration, training. It started. It's a little unique. It should show up at the top. So Pierre has actually been assigning that. So that's awesome. Props to him. He's back at it again. So let's go ahead and get that going. So we're just gonna hit download. So we're gonna hit code and hit download zip. If you guys, for whatever reason, are on your phone and you guys just, are in a quick or, you will have to click this button. I believe there's a button that we have to do. Only works with main, but there is a option that we have to do. Look at this one. Okay, well, other than that, it isn't too bad. It's like fine. So let's get that back. So now that it's finished downloading, we're gonna open it. I hit the dev mode, just, it's usually the latest. That's why, as you've noticed, some of them are saying 6.3, because 6.3 is coming out soon. That's what dev mode is. So we're gonna extract it. We'll do Payday Trainer 6 dev. So fortunately, it just works. So you can actually just go ahead and copy it. I'm gonna place it here. Before we run it, we are supposed to reboot. I'm gonna play around with something, see if it just works. Maybe not. Let's see. I think it will. I think it's doing what it's supposed to. We'll see. Um, from my understanding, we're supposed to reboot it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on. It's been a mix, but usually if you need to, you can totally reboot. Everything works. It's good. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to reopen it again. It should crash once. I guess it's gotten better. Or Payday 2 actually works now. I might have to do an integrity on mine. Obviously, if that happens, that's good. We're gonna reboot. That means it's not fully installed. So don't assume that doesn't work. Remember, CMD needs to run alongside. Otherwise, we're never gonna have this thing work. So if you look closely, there's no command prompt. It's not there. So we're gonna restart our computer entirely. That's why he tells you to restart it in the first place. So give us a few moments while we reset. Okay, I'm back. So we're done. So in our example, we've already installed it. So if I'm right, it should actually just work like that. Now, there are issues where people are saying they can't access it. There's a problem. There should be a command prompt that'll open alongside Payday. Now, notice it's taking a while. It's supposed to do that. Please wait. Just have it run. Just have it load. It's doing its job. It's running an application. It's running a web application. Really. So when we're running a lot of code locally, and this example is unique, it didn't load. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go ahead and, there it is. That's what needs to happen. If you see this, good. If you see it anyway, please, I mean, please, don't close this. This is important. When they say close this window before restarting, they mean when you're finished with the game and you don't want to play it, close it. So it works. That works. That's supposed to be there. Again. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to wait for this to load. So now it's there. It's going to open this up. Now we're in 6.3 anyways. We're fine. We're in 6.3. That's what dev is. It's weird. It's working on it. So now instead, now we go through here, we go through everything like that. We could unlock everything, unlock, lock, Steam trophy, lock, unlock, um, scope point hack, sent. So it's still a simple process. It's the same thing. All the difference is, again, is you use your IP address. Um, so here, let me open my display capture. Alright, so I'm back. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna head over here, watching some One Piece, but so because it's on a server wide, the way it functions, all you gotta do is just import yours. Mine example is 39. Actually, that's a joke. We need to do the port 440. Let me verify. 1140. We're gonna go 1140. It's there. So now you can, this will work on your um, on mobile as well. So that's what makes it awesome. It's already optimized for that, as you can see. We'll make like the device like a 12 Pro or something. So let's just close that. 'Cause that's annoying. So yeah, so everything works. Everything's good. It does its job. What really makes it good is the mission section. As the old version 6, normally you have to like pause it and do stuff. This will happen in live, so it's really unique. Everything is really cool. I guess when you're running on server, it triggers a lot of crashes, so maybe I'll just have to recheck it again. Um, so that's what that is. It's really simple, not that big a deal. Um, so that's that. If there's anything, just let me know. Email me, text me. I don't know. What do you guys have? Just Discord me for any updates and see what's going on. But this is really just a quick, uh, just a tutorial on this. I combined 5.3 and 6 because why not? Anyways, and I'll talk to you later.